Radio podcast. How we doing? How we doing? Caitlin Clark, the CC brand is the WNBA economy. I repeat, Caitlin Clark, the CC brand is the WNBA economy. The WNBA Minnesota Lynx Seattle Storm was a vision of what was or what can be. We'll cover that today and more on the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. Folks, you hear me kid around a lot of times, but I'll tell you this. Caitlin Clark, the CC brand, is the WNBA economy. The WNBA players now have a choice to either follow the marketing of the CC brand or choose an individual route. But as I mentioned earlier, you'll never see a brand where over $1 billion will be invested. The brand will cross several markets. The CC brand will be in the NFL shops, the Major League Baseball shops, NASCAR, Indy, the racing. It will be everywhere, the CC brand. And I look at this to tell you the WNBA economy is Caitlin Clark. And really, when Caitlin Clark became injured, it tremendously affected the economy and the revenue of one, the state of Indiana, two, the United States sports apparel market, three, the actual viewership of the fans. And this is mission critical because, as you notice, the WNBA and the viewership has been declining rapidly game by game. Not the position that you want to be as you head into the WNBA playoff. You want to maximize your revenue, and the CC brand will do that. And that's where my belief that the CC brand, it's time as Caitlin will return to support her teammates. Now, I've heard Lisa Leslie, well-respected ambassador for the WNBA, made the statement that Caitlin Clark should shut it down. Well, Money Mike feels the opposite because when you shut it down and you take that message from Lisa Leslie, you must take in consideration that means you're quitting, right? And a 22 or 23-year-old athlete who has aspirations to play for Team USA was taken away, who still has aspirations to play for a WNBA championship. And Lisa Leslie says, shut it down. What are you shutting it down for? Would be the question I have. Because a player who is a competitor, the CC brand, which is the economy, folks, I'll let you in on a little secret. Caitlin Clark is one of the few players that would play for free. That's right. Wouldn't have to pay Caitlin Clark to play basketball because that's how much she loves basketball. If the WNBA, and you're going to market this correctly, then it should be T-shirts that say free Caitlin Clark. Because ever since Clark has come into the league, she's been under the bondage of the WNBA. I look at it now to tell you the WNBA sits in a golden opportunity position. This position can be owned, can be marketed, and can be delivered to the families of America that are willing and able to support the WNBA. The message is simple. Just play basketball. Just play basketball. That alone will deliver more fans than you can ever believe. The CC brand, the rollout, the economy of itself, going on the road, filling up road arenas. Teams who don't normally play in large arenas are now forced to move the game to the large arena for more revenue opportunity. The WNBA and the NBA, who has been subsidizing the WNBA for a good long period of time. And it's easily can be seen why the WNBA has not been a marketable league. But here, as a godsend, the CC brand has delivered the WNBA into a marketable league with new fans, higher expectations, that only want to see the highest level of the game of basketball. It was delivered by Caitlin Clark. However, there are other players who are coming behind Caitlin who have the same opportunities. Paige Beckers, Juju Watkins, Sonia Citron. These are rookies, Kiki, who have the opportunity to be marketable with the WNBA. Angel Reese is now expanding into music and movies, entertainment, but also wants to have a presence on the court. And folks, I'll tell you, I'll be honest, the Candace Parker feud with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. And here's why I get to the point of understanding the WNBA has to be marketable. That's just an old-time grassroots fight. What is it? It's Adidas versus Reebok. Adidas does not have a stronghold position today. Candace Parker is the director of grassroots with Adidas. So she takes a shot at Angel Reese, who's with Reebok. It's as simple as it is. It's about marketing and strategy and what players know. And as Candace Parker rightfully deserved, her number was retired. But the feud with Angel Reese is not about Angel Reese or her being able to qualify. What she did is she graded out a Reebok player, but will she give the same grade to an Adidas player? That's what the feud is about. That feud stops marketing of the WNBA. The WNBA is in the revenue business and the ticket sales business. And that moves me to Skylar Diggins of the Seattle Storm. And of course, you have Cheryl Reeve of the Minnesota Lynx. Two Warriors, two of the lowest in the attendance, but on the court, technical fouls and cussing each other out. The WNBA is not interested in behavior that will not market with the CC brand. Free Caitlin Clark t-shirts should be printed. Free Caitlin Clark t-shirts should be printed. The WNBA is in the business of making revenue. The CC brand has been delivered to make revenue. Now the players, and you'll see who they are going to have to make a decision because now the players want to be unrivaled. And that's a good league. But it's not the WNBA. And the WNBA is going to be a family-orientated environment that families can bring their children or grandchildren and watch the WNBA play. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. Folks, the Diggins Reeve show is not a good look for the WNBA. It's an embarrassing moment for both because profanity does not belong in the WNBA. That's a personal life that you're taking away from the fans, and it shows why the Minnesota Lynx do not sell any tickets and why the Seattle Storm do not sell any tickets, because both organizations have been rejected by the fans. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio podcast. Caitlin Clark, the CC brand, is the WNBA economy, and there are those who will be a part of it and those who will not. You stay tuned. LA Sparks versus Indiana Fever. LA Sparks have beaten the Fever 3 straight times. I'll bring it to you. We'll get close of the game. I think the Fever win tonight. All things are possible to those who believe. This is Money Mike Syndicated Radio.